Good evening, children.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, children. I don't know why some of them are not joining us. Last class also, I saw some absentees. This class too.
Ma'am, last class I have informed you.
Yeah. Okay, then the Devadarshini is here. But the others who are not in today's class also missed the classes earlier. I wonder if their exams are going on at school. Okay, let me just text them and find out. Let's start today's class. So as you can see, we'll see some algebraic identities. Algebraic identities. All right, see the first one. A plus B the whole square is equal to, you look at the line below here, the equation below here, A plus B the whole square is equal to A square plus 2AB plus B square. So this is an algebraic, we have many algebraic identities. This is one of the algebraic identities. Now what is an identity? An identity is an equality. An identity is an equality. Equality meaning an equation. Like you can see the equal to sign here. A plus B the whole square is equal to A square plus 2AB plus B square. So an identity is an equality which holds good. Which holds good meaning which is true for any value of the variables involved. Now we have the variables A and B. We have the variables A and B here. Now it is an algebraic identity because we have variables A and B. So it's called an algebraic identity. Algebraic identity is an equality. Identity is an equality which is true for any value of the variables involved. It's an algebraic identity because you can see the variables A and B. Now let's understand better. So A plus B the whole square is equal to A square plus 2AB plus B square. This means when you take the LHS, take the LHS, say A is 1 and B is 2. Okay. Take the LHS, the left hand side of the equality, A plus B the whole square. Let A be 1, let B be 2. So what is 1 plus 2 the whole square? 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 square is 9. So the value of the left hand side is 9. Correct, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we must get the same value in the right hand side when we assume A to be 1 and B to be 2. In the right hand
Ma'am,
side,
can you repeat once again what you said now because I had some network issues.
let me complete and then repeat here. Now in the right hand side also, right hand side when you take A is 1 and B is 2, you should get the same value 9. So what is A square? 1 square. 1 square is 1. Please work the RHS using A1 and B2 children. You must get 9 for both the LHS and RHS. Yes, Devadarshini. Devadarshini, please, I hope you have a notebook and pen with you. Write down LHS. Yes, please write down LHS is equal to A plus B the whole square. Do we understand LHS? Left hand side. What do you see in the left hand side?
Ma'am?
What do you see in the left hand side of this equation?
Ma'am, A plus B to the square.
Yeah, A plus B the whole square. Please write this A plus B the whole square. Now next write let A equal to 1, B equal to 2. Substitute and tell me what will be the value of A plus B the whole square when A is 1 and B is 2.
9, ma'am.
Very good. Was it Devadarshini?
Ma'am, no, ma'am, I didn't say, but I've got 9, ma'am.
Very good, very good. Okay, now Devadarshini, take up the RHS. What do you see in the RHS?
A square plus 2AB plus B square.
What I want you to do is In place of A, use 1. In place of B, use 2. And find the value of the RHS. A1 and B2. And find the value of the RHS. One square plus 2 into 1 into 2 plus 2 square. 1 square is?
Ma'am?
1 square plus 2 into 1 into 2. 2 into 1 into 2 plus 2 square. Plus 2 square. This is the RHS. So 1 square is 1. 2 into 2 is 4. And 2 square is also 4. So 4 plus 4, 8 plus 1, 9. Are we getting the same value, children, in the LHS and RHS?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you try this for any value of A and B. You can give negative values, positive values, 0, fraction, any real value for A and B. You will see that the LHS and RHS will have the same value. The LHS will be equal to the RHS. That is what we mean by saying the equation holds. The equation holds, meaning the equation will be satisfied for any real value of A and B. A plus B the whole square is equal to A square plus 2AB plus B square is an algebraic identity. Algebraic because it involves the variables A and B. Identity. Identity is an equality. Identity is an equality, meaning you will have this, it will involve this equal to sign. An identity is an equality which is true for any value or all the values of the variables, all real values. It will be true for all real values of the variables involved. The variables A and B can take any real value. When you substitute and work the LHS and RHS separately, you will see that they have the same value. The LHS will be equal to the RHS. Similarly, we have the other identities. A minus B the whole square is equal to A square minus 2AB plus B square. A plus B into A minus B is equal to A square minus B square. So these are the three identities which we will be studying now for standard 8. So this is the first one. A plus B the whole square is equal to A square plus 2AB plus B square. A minus B the whole square. You can see it has the same terms. A square, 2AB, B square. It has the same terms. Just that here in A plus B the whole square, it is plus 2AB. In A minus B the whole square, it is minus 2AB.
Signs are different.
Yeah. Otherwise, A square is plus A square here. Here also A square is plus A square only. Before A square, there's a positive sign. And here also it is plus B square. See here, plus B square. Here also it's plus B square. When you write out the different terms, when you write out the different terms, now here there is A square, there is 2AB, and there is B square. Here also there is A square, there is 2AB, and there is B square. A square, 2AB, and B square. Now here, what is the sign for A square here? Plus or minus? The sign is before the term, not after the term. If you don't see any sign, it's a positive sign.
Positive.
Positive. A is plus A square. What about 2AB?
Plus 2AB.
2AB, ma'am.
What about B square?
Plus 2B square, ma'am.
Yeah, here, what about A square?
Plus A square, ma'am.
What about 2AB?
Minus 2AB square. AB.
Yeah, what about B square?
Plus B square, ma'am.
Yeah, so you can see only this is called the middle term because here it's written in the middle. It's in the middle here, no? It's between A square and B square. It's called the middle term. But you can also write, see, you can also write it as A square plus B square plus 2AB. It's normally written as a square plus 2ab plus b square. So 2ab is called the middle term. But if you write it as a square plus b square plus 2ab, then the middle term is b square. If you write it like this in this order, 2ab is the middle term. So when you write 2ab in the middle, we normally say that the middle term will take plus or minus sign. Accordingly, in a plus b the whole square, it will be plus 2ab. In a minus b the whole square, it will be minus 2ab. Correct? Otherwise, it is a square plus b square in both. Understood, children?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Have you memorized the identities now? These two, a plus b the whole square and a minus b the whole square.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now let's look at the last one. A plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. No, see now you can just give some values. Take a is 5 and b is 3 and check it out. Now when a is 5, okay, a is 5 and b is 3. This is 5 minus 3. So 5 plus 3 is 8 into 5 minus 3 is 2. So it will be 16. The left hand side is 16. What about the right hand side? 5 square 25 minus 3 square 9. 25 minus 9 is 16. So you can see when a is 5 and b is 3, a plus b into a minus b is 16. A square minus b square is also 16. So a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. You can give, I have taken 5 and 3. You can give any value, fractions, 0, negative, positive, any combination. It will work for any value of a and b. Okay. So now let's see how these identities have been derived. So these are the three. When you're asked to mention or tell the three algebraic identities, this is one, and this is one. So these are the three algebraic identities which you have for this year. Is that fine, children? You don't have to say all this. Yeah, you don't have to say all this. If you're asked about the identities, you don't have to say all this. Simply say this is one identity, or say there's no order like. So this can be the first one, second one, third one, any order. These are the identities. All right. Now, a plus b the whole square. What do we mean by a plus b the whole square? It means a plus b into a plus b. When we say x square, it means x into x. Yeah. So when you multiply something with itself, it's expressed as a whole square. So a plus b the whole square means, so this line, no, nothing. We're just we're just trying to write this in a different way. A plus b the whole square. What's the meaning? It's a plus b into a plus b. Next step, what we're doing, we are multiplying. How do we multiply two binomials? This is a binomial, this is also a binomial. How do you multiply the first term a with the second bracket, the second term b plus b with the second bracket a plus b, with the second bracket a plus b. So first term, second bracket, second term, second bracket. This we have already understood earlier. Multiplication of expressions, or multiplication of a monomial with a binomial and a trinomial. We have seen this earlier. So this is the first step. Now how do we multiply? Or how do we continue the multiplication? A into A is A square. A into B is AB. You know, children, when you're multiplying the terms, please multiply the sign before them. Please multiply the sign before them. So A and B, what sign do they carry? A carries a positive sign, B also carries a positive sign. Plus into plus is plus. I'm not saying that, but you should know. Plus into plus is plus, A into B is AB. Next, you have to multiply B and A. B into A is BA or AB, any order. X, Y, YX, both are the same. BA or AB, both are the same. So plus B into A plus B into plus A is plus AB, and B into B is plus B squared. Now this is 1AB, this is 1AB, so it becomes 2AB. 1AB plus 1AB is 2AB. So we have A square, B square and 2AB. So A plus B the whole square is equal to A square plus 2AB plus B square. Is that clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
All right. Similarly, we multiply in 2 and 3 also. I'm not explaining 2 and 3. It is similar to the first one. Please go through the multiplication and please ask your doubts. If you don't understand, I have to tell you. Please check, children. Look at the multiplication in 2 and 3. I'll give you 5 minutes time. Okay, Sanjay and Sindhu, fine.
No doubts, ma'am.
Okay.
No doubts, ma'am.
Oh, Raja, you joined us. Okay. Raja, you were a little late in joining the class, right?
Yes, ma'am. 8 minutes.
Okay. Oh, but this time I fixed after checking with all of you, no? May I
Ma'am,
know why you were late? No, this time from 6 to 7:15, I had fixed after considering, after checking this time with all of you. May I know why you joined the class late?
ma'am, I was out, ma'am. Now only I came to.
Okay, please try to join the class on time, please, because I
Here
saw
also,
three
ma'am.
students in the class. I myself wait for children to join, so it becomes kind of 6:05, 6:06, close to 6:10, and then after that you've joined 8 minutes late. That means somewhere around 6:20, is it?
No, ma'am.
Ah.
6:08.
Oh, 6:08 you joined the class. Fine. I think I started at that time. All right. All right, children. So this is what it is. The 3 algebraic identities which you will learn. There are many algebraic identities. These are the 3 which you have for 8th standard. Okay. So when will we use these algebraic identities? So algebraic identities are used to find the product as well as to factorize. Algebraic identities are used to find the product and also to factorize. Now, I don't think this is the right time to explain the difference between the two. Let's get started with the exercise, and when the time comes by, I'll let you know what the difference is. So just remember theoretically that algebraic identities are used to multiply, to find the product, and also to factorize. Factorize and to find the product. They use for 2 things. One is to find the product, the other is to factorize the given expression. Okay.
Ma'am, no need to take a screenshot of the previous one.
No, please take a screenshot, please. Okay, class, take a screenshot.
Taken, ma'am.
All right. Now look at this, children. Let's do 103 the whole square first. Now the heading is using a suitable identity, find. So when it is 103 the whole square, you should not do 103 into 103 and find the answer. That is 4th standard. 103 into 103, multiplying, directly multiplying like we do in 4th standard and giving the answer. It's not the correct method. We'll give you the correct answer, but that's not the correct method. Using a suitable identity, find. So what you should do is, you must write 103 as 100 plus 3 the, okay, you should write 103 as 100 plus 3. So 103 squared will be 100 plus 3 the whole square. Now it's in the form a plus b the whole square, correct? 100 plus 3 the whole square is in the form a plus b the whole square, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the
Yes,
value?
ma'am.
What
Yes,
is the
ma'am.
value A?
100,
100.
100.
Value B?
3, ma'am.
3, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Okay, we haven't finished. Very good. We haven't finished, but now look at the first one. What is the now 2x plus 3y the whole square also looks like a plus b the whole square. What is a from that?
2x, ma'am.
2x. What is b?
3y.
3y.
3y, ma'am.
Okay. Now another beauty or another interesting thing about the identities is one side of the identity will be the question, the other side will be the answer. So now the question for us looks like a plus b the whole square. The given question looks like a plus b the whole square. So we should write the answer in this form. We should write the answer in this form. An identity has both the question and answer in it. If one side of the identity, if the question looks like one side of the identity, the answer is the other side of the identity. Or we know that an identity, an algebraic identity has two sides, the left-hand side and the right-hand side. If the given question looks like, resembles the left-hand side, looks like the left-hand side, then your answer is the right-hand side. You should use the right-hand side of the identity to work the answer. If the question looks like the right-hand side of the identity, that is, if the question looks like this, the question is like this. If the question looks like this, then this is the answer. The answer will look like this. So when we use an identity, we have both the question format and the answer format in it. Okay, so now we have to decide how this one looks like. Looks like a plus b the whole square. Both of them look like a plus b the whole square. So the question is like a plus b the whole square. So your answer will be like a square plus 2ab plus b square. A square plus 2ab plus b square. See, because question, this is the question. The question is like this. So the answer which you're going to give will be like this. So to work the answer, what is the value of a in the first one? 2x. What's the value of b? 3y. So in this format, a square plus 2ab plus b square, instead of a, you must write 2x. Instead of b, you must write 3y and work the value, work the answer. Meaning you should simplify further. That's all. For the second one, in place of a, you must use 100, and in place of b, you must use 3. See, you can write 103 as 3 plus 100 also. You can write it as 100 plus 3 or 3 plus 100. So if you write it as 3 plus 100, then a is 3 and b is 100. If you write it as 100 plus 3, a is 100, b is 3. You can write it anyways, but we usually write 100 plus 3. But both of it will give you the answer. 3 plus 100 or 100 plus 3. So now with this, look at the first one, 2x plus 3y. Look at this part. Look at this part, children. Look at this part. So first is we need to identify the correct identity. Now the given question looks like this one. Looks like this one, meaning looks like this part of this identity. Yes or no, children?
Yes, ma'am.
First step is to identify the correct identity. How to identify the correct identity? Look at the question. Something plus something the whole square. Something plus something the whole square. The question is like something plus something the whole square. So this one is also like that, something plus something the whole square. See, a plus b the whole square. So the question looks like this. That means the answer should look like this. Our answer should look like this. Wherein a is 2x and b is 3y. So see how the answer is presented. First, you must identify the correct identity. Write that. Then, what is A? 2x. What is B? 3y. That is the second step. Next, write the question. Write the question. And see, that is for A plus B the whole square, this is the answer. For 2x plus 3y the whole square, this is the answer. What is the answer? A square. Look at this, A square. That means 2x the whole square. 2ab plus 2 into A into B plus B square. 3y the whole square plus 3y the whole square. That is, instead of A, use 2x. Instead of B, use 3y. See, A is 2x, B is 3y. Now simplify. Write this again as it is. 2 square is 4. X square is x square, so 4x square. 2 into 2, 4. 4 3s are 12. 12xy. 3y the whole square, so 9y square. So identify the correct identity. Pick out the values of A and B by comparing the question with this one. Now the question looks like this. So we should use this to get the answer. We should use this to get the answer. So after writing the identity and picking out the values of A and B, for this question, this is the answer. For this question, what is the answer? What is the answer? So for this question, the answer is here. We told you. Sorry, I told you that this is the answer. A squared. So instead of A, 2x the whole square. The answer is here. Instead of A and B, you should use 2x and 3y. 2ab, 2 into 2 or 2x into 3y. B square, 3y the whole square. That's all, finished. We are done. Next step is just simplifying. What is 2x the whole square? Writing that. What is 3y the whole square? Writing out that. Next is simplifying. That's all. So that means 2x plus 3y the whole square. That is 2x plus 3y into 2x plus 3y is nothing but this. When you actually multiply also, you'll get the same thing. When you multiply like this, 2x plus 3y, the regular multiplication, no, we first term, second bracket, 2x. The usual multiplication, first term without using the identity, second bracket, second term, second bracket. When we do that multiplication also, we'll get the same result. Here we have found the answer using an identity. If you don't use the identity and do the regular multiplication, first term into the second bracket, second term into the second bracket, when you do that, you will get the same answer. So here we have got the answer using an identity. Why? Because the heading says so. Using a suitable identity, find. I worked it here for you. You should not do it like this. I've put or here. Not that for this answer you can work like this. This is the meaning. If no heading was given, that is if it was only find. If it was not mentioned using a suitable identity, simply they say find, then you can do it like this also.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, Madhumita, good evening.
Ma'am, I went out, so I couldn't join the class on time, ma'am.
Yes, darling, but you have to make use of the recording to understand what you've missed because it's difficult to repeat. Please understand that.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, is a test going on or what should I do?
No, 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 I'm teaching. No, 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 no.
Okay, ma'am.
So here, this is the regular method, 2x into the second bracket, 2x plus 3y. Plus 3y into 2x plus 3y. So see here, children, this is the usual method, 2x, the first term into the second bracket, 2x plus 3y. Then the second term, 3y, into the second bracket, 2x plus 3y. So that the next step is what you see here, 2x into 2x, 2x into 3y, 3y into 2x, 3y into 3y is what you see here. Then 2x into 2x is 4x squared. This is 6xy. This is 6yx. xy, yx both are the same. And this is 9y squared. And you can see 6 plus 6 is 12. 12xy. 4x squared, 9y squared. Like terms, 12xy. And you get the same answer in both the cases. In both the cases, you get the same answer. 4x squared, 12xy, 9y squared. But here we have to use the identity because the heading is using a suitable identity. See the next one, 100 plus 3 the whole 103 the whole square is 100 plus 3 the whole square. Similar to this explanation, children. Please go through this and ask me if you have any questions. Any questions, children?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
All right.
No, ma'am.
Okay, children. Let's see the next one. Now let me see how you can do this by yourself. No, let me see if you can do this by yourself. Using a suitable identity, find 4p minus 3q the whole square. Give it a shot, children. But before that, tell me, how will you express 4.9? How will you express 4.9? 4.9 is close to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's close to which natural number?
5, ma'am.
5. So you can write 4.9 as 5 minus?
5 minus 0.1.
Yeah, 5 minus 0.1. Correct. 4.9 should be. See, actually, when you use an identity, no, it takes a little longer time. So it's not. It's about how efficient you are in using an identity. It's not here when you use an identity. It's not about how quickly you get the answer. It's not about how quickly you get that. We are not using the identity to make the calculation faster. Applications of identities are, many. So we've just started using them. So now don't have this question, why if I multiply 4.9 into 4.9 directly, I'll get the answer so quickly. Why should I use the identity? We'll see that. For now, 4.9 the whole square can be written as 5 minus 0.1 the whole square. Now that's the form a minus b the whole square. A minus b the whole square. So pick the value of a and b, use identity and find the value, children. Work these two. Let me see how you can do this. If you're finding it easy or difficult, I can show you the identity if you want again. You should use this identity, this one.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
finish
Question.
first question, ma'am.
Finish the first one, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Please try the second one. Okay, let me unshare my screen. Who can give me the answer for the first one?
Ma'am, first one answer is 16p square minus 24p cube plus 9q square, ma'am.
Yeah, that's correct. Sindhu and Sanjay, good. Devadarshini, what is the value of A for the first one? Danya, what's the value of A for the first one?
4p, ma'am.
What about B?
Minus 3Q.
No. Minus B is minus 3Q. What is B?
On 3Q, ma'am.
No, see here. For in place of A, there is 4P, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And minus B is minus 3Q. Can you see that minus B is minus 3Q? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So that means that minus and minus will get cancelled. B is equal to 3Q.
Okay, B is equal to 3Q, ma'am.
Now, see, for a minus sign in the identity, that's a minus sign in the question also. Minus, minus. B is 3Q. No. You have a doubt there?
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, so if there is two minus symbol, we should cut them, no, ma'am? So
Correct.
minus, there will be plus sign.
When I share my screen again, I'll work it and show it to you. For now, we'll just see the answer. I'll explain that again. Yes. Now, okay, so you have taken B as minus 3Q, is it? Raja, have you done it?
Ma'am?
Have you completed the first one?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, then Sindhu and Sanjay, tell me. What is A squared?
And for the first one, ma'am,
What is A squared?
4P, ma'am.
4P the whole square.
Yes, ma'am. 4P this whole square, ma'am.
Yeah, what is 2AB?
Ma'am, 2 into 4P minus 3Q's the whole square, ma'am.
Okay, let me share my screen. I'm not sure if the steps are right. Yeah, now let me first answer Danya's question. So Danya, we have, now let me write A. Children, I've presented my screen. Visible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now, yeah, all right, children. So this is A minus B the whole square. See here, A is 4P, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
For the minus sign, there's a minus sign here. So they get cancelled. Minus, minus.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
B is 3Q.
Okay, ma'am.
Or you can do it like this. Minus B is equal to minus 3Q. So minus will get cancelled on both the sides. So B is equal to 3Q. All right, children?
So
Yeah.
minus become plus sign, no, ma'am?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, ma'am. Now I understood, ma'am.
All right, yeah. Let me just do it for the class again. Children, when you compare this one, when you compare this with A minus B the whole square, when you compare it, see here, A is equal to 4P. A is equal to 4P. So now minus B is equal to minus 3Q. Minus B, in place of minus B, we have minus 3Q. Minus 3Q. So minus and minus on both the sides will get cancelled. That means B is only 3Q. B is only 3Q. Or you can also understand like this. For the minus here, there's a minus here. So they get cancelled, minus and minus. So B is equal to 3Q. Please check your steps for both the sums and ask your doubts. First, you must write the identity. Then you must pick out the values of A and B. Then this one we have to solve. Use the identity A square minus 2AB plus, use this part of the identity A square minus 2AB plus B square. Substitute the values of A and B. And then simplify that. That's all. 4 steps. Step 1. identifying the identity. Step 2, identifying the values of A and B. Step 3, write the given question. We know that the answer should look like this. We know that the answer should look like this. So instead of A, B, and B, use 4P and 3Q and write that. Here A square, 2 into A into B plus B square. After substituting, simplify. Simplify. And children, you should not write 4P square like this. 4P square. This is a common mistake. See, it is A square. Whatever is A should be squared. Whatever is A should be squared. What is A? A is 4P. This full thing is A, no? From here to here it is A. You should square this. You should not write 4P and a square like this, 4P square. That means the square is only for P, it's not for 4. When you write 4P square, that means the square is only for P, it's not for 4. 4P square is different from 4P the whole square. 4P the whole square. Four P square is different from 4P the whole square. I'll repeat that. Why we use a bracket for A square and B square. See children, this is A square. Now you will wonder there is no bracket here. Here it is only A square. Why she's putting a bracket here? I'm explaining that. A is only one letter or one variable A. There's only one stuff here, A. So you don't have to put a bracket and say A square like this. This is the same as A square. But what is understood from this A square? Whatever is A should be squared. That's what we understand. Now what is A? A is 4P. From where to where is A? From here to here is A. Why? Because there are two elements in it. There is 4 and P in A. A is 4P. So from here to here is A. You must square the whole thing. That is why 4P the whole square. Similarly, B square. From here to here is B, 3Q square. So 4 square is 16, P square. 3 square is 9, Q square. And 2 into 4 into 3. 8 3s are 24, PQ. Yes, children, you can have many more doubts, children. When I explain, that doesn't mean that all of you should have understood. You will have your own questions in your mind. Please ask me. Am I audible, children?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Please go through line by line. Shall we move on, children?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So in case you have trouble in multiplying here, 2 into 5 is 10. 10 into 1 is 10. 10 into 1 is 10. Now there's one decimal place here, so you'll have to place a point here. So that is 1. That is what is 1. 2 5s are 10. 10 into 0.1. That is 10 into 1 is 10. And there's one decimal place, so place a decimal point here, so it's 1. 1.0, which is 1. 0.1 the whole square. So 1 into 1 is 1. That is 0.1 into 0.1. 0.1 into 0.1. So 1 into 1 is 1. But the product must have 2 decimal places because here 1, here 1, so totally 2. The product must have 2 decimal places. So 0.01. The product should have 2 decimal places. So 1, 2. After the decimal point, there should be 2 digits. After the decimal point, there must be 2 digits. So 0.01. Then 25 minus 1 is 24. 24 means 24.00. 24 means 24.00. Minus 0, plus 0.01. 0.01. 01. 25 minus 1 is 24. 24 plus 0.01. So when you add, you will get 24.01. When you add, you will get 24.01. Is it fine, children?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now we've used a plus b the whole square and a minus b the whole square. We've used these two identities. Now let's use the other one. A plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. So now see this one. The question is of the form a plus b into a minus b. Now why are we saying a in why are we saying a plus b into a minus b? Because you can see the first term here is 3/2m. Here also it is 3/2m. That's why we're using the same letter. Here it is 3/2m. Here also it is 3/2m. So if you call this a, you cannot call this b because both are the same. So if it is a here, it's a here. There's a plus sign here. There's a minus sign here. And b is 2/3n. B is 2/3n. Here also b is 2/3n. That means in the two brackets, we have the same terms, but the connecting sign is plus and minus. Plus in one and minus in the other. 3/2m, 3/2m. 2/3n, 2/3n. In both the brackets. The first bracket, the two terms are connected by a plus sign. In the second bracket, the two terms are connected by a minus sign. So a plus b into a minus b. The question is of the form a plus b into a minus b. So the answer is a square minus b square. Because the question is like a plus b into a minus b. So the answer is a square minus b square. If the question is a square minus b square, then the answer will be a plus b into a minus b. It's like that. Okay. So here you can see the first one. First write the identity. A plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. That is, if the question is of this form, then this is the answer. The answer is of this form. If the question is of this form, a plus b into a minus b, then the answer is a square minus b square. So you can make out that a is 3 by 2m. Do you agree with this? A is 3 by 2m. And b is 2 by 3n. Is this correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So now, right, see, so first is identity. This is the answer. First, you identify the identity. That's the first step. That's the first step. Then write out the values of a and b. After that, write the given question. This is the given question. This one is the given question. Write that here. Is equal to what's the answer? The answer is a square minus b square because the question is like this. So the answer is a square minus b square. So see what is a? 3 by 2m whole square. A square. So this is a square minus this is b and this is the square. Now 3 by 2 into 3 by 2 is 9 by 4 m square minus 2 by 3 into 2 by 3 is 4 by 9 n square. So the answer for the given question is 9 by 4 m square minus 4 by 9 n square. Identity, writing out the values of a and b, write the given question. The answer is this one, a square, because the question is of this form. So this is the answer, a square minus b square is the answer. If one side of the identity is the question, the other side is the answer. So the answer is a square minus b square. So this is a. 3 by 2 m is a square minus this is b. This is b square. Now here down the question comes again is equal to 3 by 2 into 3 by 2 is 9 by 4 m square minus 2 by 3 into 2 by 3 is 4 by 9. You can check it. How do you do 2 by 3 into 2 by 3? 2 by 3 into 2 by 3. 2 2s are 4, 3 3s are 9. 4 by 9 n square. In the second one, the question is the other way. The question looks like a square. So you can write the identity both the ways. When you write the identity, make sure that you write the question side first and then the answer. But here in the second one, the question looks like a square minus b square. So the answer will be a plus b into a minus b. Same identity. In 1 and 2, we are using, am I audible, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In subdivision 1 and 2, we're using the same identity, but just that we're writing it in the other way. We're writing them in the two cases the other way around. In the first one, we wrote it as a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. Second one, a square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. Same identity. The thing is, we write it like this. We write the question part first. Now the given question, 1 minute. Yeah. The given question is of the form a plus b into a minus b. So we write the question side first. A plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. Here, the question is like a square minus b square. It's like a square minus b square. So we write a square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. The question looks like a square minus b square. So the answer will be a plus b into a minus b. So a square is 983 square. So a is 983. B square is 17 square. So b is 17. Minus and minus. See, a minus minus. A square is 983 square. So a is 983. B square is 17 square. So B is 17. Is this understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now, we have, so as usual, we have only 4 steps in the answer. First is the identity, then writing out the values of A and B. So now then write the question. This is the identity. Then writing out the values of A and B. Then the given question, 983 square minus 17 square is equal to, the question is like a square minus b square. So the answer is a plus b into a minus b. So a 983 plus b plus 17. A 983 minus b minus 17. So simplify that and write the answer. So 983 plus 17 is 1000. 983 minus 17 is 966. And 966 into 1000 is 966 followed by 3 zeros. And that's the value of 983 square minus 17 square. If you actually use your calculator and find 983 square minus 17 square, you will get the same answer. You should get the same answer. All right. Now let's see the third one. The third one, it doesn't look like any identity. 194 into 206. Don't multiply straight away. You should use an identity. You can see the heading. Using a suitable identity. 194 into 206. It doesn't look like anything. So make it look like one of the 3 identities. You can, now see, for this sum, I can say, I can explain like this. What comes between 194 and 206? 200, right? See, different questions we handle it in different ways, children. This one, 194 and 206. Between that, we have 200. So 194 can be written as 200 minus 6. And 206 can be written as 200 plus 6. See, you should use the same numbers in both the brackets. Then only it will be a plus b, a minus b. In both the brackets, you must have the same numbers or the same terms. In one bracket, it should be plus, the other it should be a minus. So 194 can be written as 200 minus 6. And using the same numbers, 206, 200 plus 6 is 206. So a minus b, you can say that way also. A minus b into a plus b is a square minus b square. A minus b into a plus b, or a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. So now the given question does not directly look like any identity, but when you express it as, when you express 194 as 200 minus 6, and when you express 206 as 200 plus 6, then they look like a minus b into a plus b. So now the given question is of the form a minus b into a plus b. So the answer is a square minus b square. Am I clear, children, so far?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So now let me just repeat quickly. The given question does not look like any identity. So we write 194 and 206 using two numbers, 206. 206. 200 minus 6 is 194. 200 plus 6 is 206. Now they look like a minus b into a plus b, which is a square minus b square. So the question is this. The question is this, and this is the answer. So now after writing the identity, pick the values of a and b, 206. So now the given question, write this one, the given question. So the answer is a square. This is the answer, a square minus b square. A is 200, 200 square, and b is 6 square. 200 is just one number. You don't have to put a bracket. Don't say there is 2, 0 and 0. 200 is one number. When we say 4a, 4 and a, they're different. 4 into a it is. 200 is not 2 into 0 into 0. So you don't have to put a bracket for 200. 200 is just one number. But when we say 4a, it's one term, but it has two elements in it. There is 4, there is a. So 4a, you must write as 4a the whole square. A number, you don't have to put a bracket for one number. Even if you put a bracket, it's fine. Even if you put a bracket, it's fine. A square, 200 square, minus b square, 6 square. So for 40,000 minus 36, which is 39,964. So when you actually multiply 194 into 206, when you actually multiply, you'll get the same product, 39964. Understood, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let me show all the slides from the beginning, just in case you have not taken a screenshot. This is the first one. Three. Four.
Ma'am, can you please show the previous slide?
Yeah.
Taken, ma'am.
All right. This will be your homework, children. I'm due to send Saturday's homework. Please excuse me. I'll send it today or tomorrow. And we'll discuss the same on the coming Saturday. That is in our next class.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. This is the homework. Any doubts, children?
No, ma'am.
Who can tell me all the three identities? Tell me the three algebraic identities.
Ma'am, a
Yeah.
plus b
A plus b the whole square is equal to a plus b
square.
plus b, ma'am.
1 minute. Sindhu and Sanjay, thank you. 1 minute, but Danya started. Yes, Danya, please finish it.
A plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square, ma'am. And
Okay.
then a minus b the whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square.
Very
And
good.
then a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square.
Very good. Very good. Yes, Sindhu and Sanjay, please repeat the same.
A plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square, ma'am.
Okay. Next one.
A minus b the whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square, ma'am.
Okay. Next.
A plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square, ma'am.
Very good. Very good, children. All right. Anybody else wants to recite this? Okay. All right, children. Fine. All right, children. So that's it for today's session. You don't seem to have any questions. Please practice. So complete all this in your notebook. As you work, when you have a doubt, mark it with a pencil. You'll forget to ask in the next class. So mark wherever you have a doubt, just circle it and say doubt there so that you can ask me in the next class. Very important. They look simple, but they're very important. All right, children. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you, children. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, children.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, children.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. See you.